Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. I can't wait to show you what I've been up to. I didn't include a few clips from this vlog and last week's because I wanted to show the whole finished product at the end of it, but I have been working on the fireplace when my mom was visiting last weekend. She helped me prime the fireplace, and the rest of this vlog is probably going to be dedicated just to that project, but I can't wait to see it transform. And if I get up to anything else, of course, I will share that with you guys this week. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it. I know last week I called you guys out who watch every week but don't subscribe, but it does mean a lot to me, and it helps my channel grow. It helps my videos reach more people. So I would really appreciate if you did hit the subscribe button. Say goodbye to this wood fireplace. It's getting its makeover. So, Mom and I think that there is something behind this because it is very different than the rest of the wood, and it's making a noise. So, we are potentially going to pry this off, and it could be a complete disaster. But look at this strange piece on the side, so she's suggesting we pull this off.
Don't be blaming me.
So, and then we are potentially going to paint all of this. But mostly just probably making a mess.
Like metal.
I don't think so. It just looks like wood.
But why does it look like... Why is it white?
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings.
So Mom and I completed the primer coat of the fireplace last night. So I am going to use these fillers just to fill some of these big, humongous cracks. Like, you can totally just see how thrown together this was. And I also took these corner pieces out because they just bugged me so much. Honestly, I'd probably take these off, but Chris and my mom said to leave them, so we'll see. But like, look at all these imperfections all over it. You can't see it normally when it was all wood. That's why people were like, well, don't paint it, you're gonna ruin it. But like, look at this. Just crazy and thrown together. This is actually like loose. When we were trying to pry this off, this was actually moving. So I guess there's a potential to take this off and just put a strip of wood. But anyways, I'm gonna fill those cracks, and then later I will do a second coat, but of the actual color rather than the primer.
Only hope. I look for the things I don't know. For all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
Yesterday I was working on the fireplace. I decided that these pieces need to come off. So I took them off, painted the gap. Then Chris and my mom, so I was texting with my mom, said I needed to take off the middle piece, and Chris also said I need to take off the middle piece. So today on my lunch break, I'm taking off the middle piece. I'm gonna show you what's behind there, because now I gotta clean this up, because of course I was caulking all of the gaps. I know I have to scrape it all off, so let me show you that. Look at what I've been left with. So I'm scraping all the caulking off, and it's back to looking like a crazy disaster. I'm gonna have to scrape, sand, and prime, because you can see where those medallions were. It's kind of orangey because I didn't prime, so I'm guessing that's what I need to do. And then paint again. Finn, are you helping me sand? Are you a helper? Are you a good helper? So I sanded it down. It looks so brutal right now, but I am going to give it a coat of primer. Then when that dries, I'll put on the caulking just to seal this. And we'll go from there. I had a feeling that this fireplace was just feeling a bit white, and I did do it in a different color than the walls because some of our trim, such as this doorway and even this whole hallway, is in Chantilly lace. But I was feeling like it was a bit white. Chris liked it, and then his mom said she also felt it was white, so I am going to now do it in the wall color. It did need another coat anyway, so I don't feel like it's a waste. And then you can see I painted over the sticky tiles with the wall color, and I'm hopefully going to stencil over that tonight. But let's get to the fireplace first, and then hopefully it'll be dried, so when I work on the tiles, I do not risk getting covered in paint. So here is the stencil I'm using. I printed out a picture and cut it out. And this is some paint we had in our basement. This is my tester tile. And what I think I'm gonna do is fill this with paint, dip the sponge in, and then just go like that. And I'll probably try a few spots that way and then a few spots with a brush. So all of this is gonna be this green color, and then some little spots are gonna be yellow. So I will try to mix some paint. Obviously it won't be that bright, but I'm hoping I can tone it down a little bit. So I just did the one. Don't love the texture of it, but I feel like if I did it with a paintbrush that it would also not be great. So not really sure what to do here. But what I did is I painted the paint onto the sponge and then just dabbed it across the stencil. And I mean, it did work out pretty well, just not perfect.
All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
It's honestly been a little while since I talked to the camera, and I'm not entirely sure where we left off, but I don't think I showed you the fireplace now that it's done, because in the earlier part of this vlog I know I was painting it and doing the tiles. So I'm going to show you that and then show you what I'm working on today. And today is Saturday, and there's many things that I should be doing, but of course I'm picking things that aren't in that list, as it always happens starting a new project. So here is the fireplace. From a distance, the painted tile actually looks okay, but I feel like up close, it's not as great. Anyways, it's good enough for now until we can actually replace the tile, but I think that the mantle turned out really good. I think it looks so great. And then what I've been working on is these vintage frames. So I have been looking for vintage looking frames for a very long time, and I finally found a bunch. So I stumbled across this hole in the wall little frame shop the other day. They sell like custom frames that you can like get made for something, but they also just had piles and piles of other frames. My coworker joked that they're probably just from a garage sale and I just overpaid for them, but I don't think I did. I think I got like 6 frames for $50. That's not that bad. That's a pretty good deal. And I have been looking on Facebook Marketplace and previously thrift stores, which I'm trying not to do now because of the pandemic, and Toronto cases are really up. So yeah, not doing that. But I did get so many at this thrift store, not thrift store, frame store. So I was able to finally buy all of the prints from Etsy that I wanted to do this project. I ordered them for same day pickup and print at Staples. I know if you're like super pro and whatever, you would not print them at Staples, but that's just within the budget. So I am now waiting for those to be ready. Says they should be ready by 6 today. So I decided I would do a little fitness walk. There's no Staples near me, so it's gonna be like more than an hour's walk round trip, I think, frustratingly, but it's okay. Decided it's my fitness for the day. I have been consistently working out for 2 weeks now. I'm very proud of myself. I just need to keep it going. So yeah, there's that. Let me show you the frames that I got. So I got these frames on Facebook Marketplace. I probably overpaid for them a little bit, but I decided it would be nice to incorporate a little bit of black, and then the majority of the frames are gold. So in another vlog, I used this one at the front door. I love it so much that I wanted it to have more of a feature spot. So it is now part of this collage. This is one I got from that frame store. You can see it's pretty big. I think it's 16 by 24. And yeah, this one I had got in the UK years ago, so I had that for a while. This one the guy threw in for free. I might paint it, I might leave it wood. You can see it's a little bit damaged, but I thought I'd just try and see how it looks, but you can see it has no glass, and I'm not super opposed to not having glass in the frames. I actually might be able to steal it from another frame. Hold on. At a dollar store frame. Will this fit? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I just solved that problem. And then there's a bunch of other frames that I took to the basement that I had, and the gold was a little bit off because it wasn't antique. So what I've done, I've taken them to the basement, I've painted them all black, and then I have this gold leaf paint that I'm going to paint over them. So I'll show you that in a bit. This one was also one that I got from there. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I just thought, you know what, he was trying to give me a good deal. So I just kept picking up frames that I thought had some potential. So you can see this has been professionally framed. So I will use this at some point. I didn't print anything to put in it for now. And this frame I already had. Again, I'm not sure about the gold on this one, but I picked it up at the thrift store last summer, the summer before, for 10 bucks. And then this came with a frame that I've now taken downstairs to paint gold, but this was more of like of the heart purchase. So I did my thesis based on this building in Toronto, so I thought it was kind of nice, and it does look pretty, so maybe I will end up hanging that somewhere. That's an Amazon purchase. Again, the gold is a little bit off, so we will see where we land on that. Finnegan is feeling very nippy today. I think for a few days he was having like a growth spurt and he was tired and not bugging Lily, but the last 2 days he's just been a little menace. And they're getting a special cat delivery later today, so I will show you that when it comes. Can you just not bite my hair? Look at your cute face, but it's so bad. No, come on, stop. Ouch. Oh, and then I got one more frame that I've already put up here just to kind of check the sizing. So it has more of a silvery tone to it, but I don't mind it. So I ordered some prints to put in here and here, and I'm actually going to see if I can just leave this frame as is and maybe in the future buy another one similar sized. But where this actual thing is going, the whole thing is right on this wall. So I'm going to take all these down. I just put them up temporarily when we moved in just so it wasn't boring, and then I have this whole little situation to put up, and you can't really visualize what my plan is right now, but when I finish painting those other frames I will show you. The one that's going here, maybe you guys are gonna think this is gross. I picked a frame off of the street in my neighborhood. There was just like this little skinny frame, and I picked it up off the street. And then this one, I think it was from a relative when they were like moving or they were getting rid of something, and I took the frame. So those two needed to be painted, so I'm working on that and I'll show you in a little bit. So here's the situation in the basement. You can see I'm just using this drop sheet from when I did the trim. But so I painted all of these frames black, and then I'm gonna do the gold leaf over it. I think I saw this trick somewhere, and it was suggested that this is what you do to make them look kind of antique. So that is what I'm gonna do. The gold leaf stuff smells terrible. So that's fun. I'm gonna work on that next. So most of the frames are painted. I can't tell you what this is because it's just, it was left here by the previous owners and it looks like it was purchased a long time ago, but the label said it was like a gold leaf paint before the label came off. So I don't know if that's helpful. I would use Rub and Buff if you can get it. It's a few hours later. I was able to go pick up the Staples order. I think I ordered it just before 11 and by 12 it was ready. So I called a friend and talked to her while I walked and got in my little fitness walk of the day. It was pretty seamless, but once I started putting the pictures in the frames, I realized that I made a few errors with sizing, which I thought I double checked, but anyways. And then one thing that's frustrating is they forgot to include one of the prints I ordered. I double checked my order. I did order it, but I just can't find it anywhere. So that's super frustrating, but I thought I would show you how it's going. So here are the prints. So this one was supposed to go there, and then I had a similar one picked out for there, but the sizing was messed up, so that was already in there and I left it, and then I just put that one in there instead. This one is a little bit off, you can kind of see, which is annoying, but I don't think it's super noticeable and I can just place another order. The one that was supposed to go in there was a floral one, not quite like that. It was more like a still life, I don't know, a white flower in a vase. Then this one was totally my fault. I ordered the wrong size, so I just cut the print out and put it on this background, which actually was part of this frame before. So it's a little bit annoying. So this and this are now the same because I already had that one and wasn't going to use it anymore. Anyways, so that's not actually going with these, so I'm not sure it's a big problem. And then I ordered this one. It was a little bit off, but I think I made it work. You can't tell anymore because I reused the matting that was inside and it kind of is the same color on the edges, so you can't tell. And then this one is a little bit off, but I'm not intending to use that frame for it. I'm hoping that I can go back to the same frame shop and find a more vintage looking frame. I think it's looking really good, but I'm gonna stop for a tea break, and then after, I'm gonna work on hanging this up. So I'm gonna take all of this down and then figure out the height and everything, because obviously these were on the wall before I put the molding up, and it's just on with 3M hooks or strips, so I can take those off pretty easily.
Hello, Ramona. I mistook you for a dream. The engine glows, and I guess you always seem to know. Hello, Ramona. I push back the serious feeling. The end's unknown. To get back the life I used to know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
So here it is. I am super happy with it. I ordered a floor lamp to go here, and I would really love a little like magazine stand. You can't see it from here. Oh, and I see that picture fell, so I'll have to fix that. There's all these like little marks on the wall. So I think I need to take everything off and patch it better. I guess the previous people patched it, and anyways, it didn't work. So I'm gonna have to patch it and paint it, I'm guessing, and fix that one picture, but super happy with how it is looking. I tried curling my hair a different way than usual this morning. I normally use a curling wand, but it looked like all the cool girls were doing their hair with a straightener again, which I haven't done probably since high school or first year university. And it just made my hair so puffy. I'm hoping that it drops and it's just kind of like a natural wave. But anyways, I'm feeling like a poodle this morning. But this is still looking good. I did find it a little bit dark last night, but I think when I have the lamp there that it will just all flow really well together. And I did decide I definitely need a different frame for this picture, and I may take the beige frame off of the frame and just leave the black, which I've never done before. I'm also thinking I want to move this print and just switch things up on here. What my current thought is, I really like the little sculpture head thing that I've got right here, and I know that they do make another one that's a little more serious. So I'm thinking that I might get that, switch up the vase on the mantle and a few other things. I've been looking at inspo that'll help. I was also last night trying out the sconce again for the wall. I still haven't made a decision. I did return the other color, but because I'm still waiting on my dining room chandelier, I was hoping that they would flow really well together. And I feel like the shade on that is going to be very white. And then I was thinking, okay, well, you know, what about the lamp? And I think that those two things are going to be very good color, but this is feeling too burlappy. I don't know how to explain it, but so that's why I'm hesitating. But there's no in between. There's either paper white or this, I don't know. It doesn't look bad on camera, but I feel like it's so burlappy. Like you can see the little specks in it. So I don't know what to do about that. I wondered if I could try and like cover it myself because I saw someone do that the other day, but that also seems a little bit risky. So I'm not sure what to do about that, but I'm definitely happy with the progress that I made this week. Someone commented on one of my videos last night. Was it from last week or the week before? I don't know. But they said I definitely need to move my fig trees. They cannot stay this far away from the window. So thinking I might put them in the bedroom because they can have a nice spot near the window. Otherwise, I was thinking maybe in the kitchen. But if we're doing kitchen renos potentially soon, I don't really want to do that. But I have been talking to a company about doing the kitchens. I just want to get a quote before I'm like, hey, let's do this. So looking at options there. But it could be potentially cool if I worked with them because I could continue to work with them, not only in design, but if you guys ever wanted to have your kitchens done, I would be happy to consult on that through this company, which would be nice. And I heard that they're a great company. So yeah, what else happened this week? Oh, I never told you guys about this. So my dad was down with a friend of his who's a contractor. We were all wearing masks, it's all super safe. Plus he's vaccinated anyways. But we did a walkthrough just to talk about some of my ideas. And they pointed out a bunch of problems, which is a little bit scary and frustrating. So I've got to figure that out. Maybe that's a whole other video, but I feel like there's lots of problems outside of the house that I need to address sometime soon. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to show you what I get up to next week.